This video is going to accomplish two things. Number one, it's going to show why Flow is the best animated movie of 2024. Number two, it's going to show why Moist Critical is the best YouTuber of all time. Charlie has this incredible ability to persuade viewers to watch something, whether it's actually good or not. In this case though, it's actually really good. I say this because I found out about this movie through him, specifically through his video called This Deserves Success, where he basically talks about the movie Flow and he basically describes the plot and he's giving it non-stop praise. And I thought, okay, well if Charlie liked it, then I gotta watch it. So I did. And I loved it. This movie accomplishes what so many other animated movies could wish to do, which is tell a powerful story and an emotional story without using any dialogue between any characters. This movie is basically what I thought The Wild Robot was going to be. And while The Wild Robot was still fantastic, we all kind of expected it to be this dialogue-free experience where the animals would not talk and it would just be Roz speaking the entire time. That definitely would have been more compelling and interesting, but they found a smart way to work around that by having Roz translate all of the language that the animals use so that way they can talk. That's a smart way to go about it. And the movie still turned out to be pretty amazing. Flow, however, takes that concept to its full potential. The only difference is there's no robot. Instead, the movie centers around a cat, who I assume is named Flow. The cat goes through, for lack of a better term, a lot. Its home gets flooded, the water keeps rising, and the cat ends up on a boat with a capybara. Along the way, it meets a variety of other animals, like some dogs, some lemurs, even this white swan type animal. I don't know what this is, okay? It meets some animals before the flood and some after hopping on the boat and going on this big adventure. I won't spoil what happens throughout the entirety of the movie, but it's full of wacky shenanigans combined with a surprisingly strong emotional core. Anytime the cat is on the verge of missing the boat or is in danger of dying, I'm on the verge of tears. I just wanted this cat to find safety, maybe even reunite with the friends it made along the way. By far the best scene in the movie is when the cat catches a fish and brings it back to the boat, and then it gets used to swimming and brings more fish back to the boat. Throughout the entire movie, this cat struggles to swim. It's paddling its little feet, barely keeping its head afloat, but then it finally manages to swim and catch the fish. Whew, it's so good. And it's not just the cat. The other animals are fantastic too. The capybara is just a mood, I wish I could sleep for that long, holy shit. The lemurs are kind of stale, but they can sometimes be funny. And the dogs are really entertaining. And that deer stampede, that genuinely made me scared for the cat. But one of the best for me was that white swan-like animal. I don't know the exact species, sorry guys. But its story was unbelievably sad. It gets left behind by its tribe after, not wanting to eat the cat or capture it or whatever they're going to do with it. And then its wings gets destroyed by the white swan-like animal leader, and the entire clan follows after the leader and they leave the white swan behind. No! And this animal spends most of the movie with a completely destroyed right wing. Watching it slowly learn to fly again was just so amazing. When the animals finally reach a safe space that I'm assuming they're gonna call home, it's one of the most satisfying endings I've ever seen. It's the kind of finish you don't get very often anymore. This movie is just incredible. I can't recommend it enough. It really shows how we need to let talented underground voices into the mainstream more. All of these voices coming together, all of these passionate directors, screenwriters, producers, animators, if they all came together, or at least most of them, through across many different studios and gave us constant movies of this quality, animation, and for lack of a better term, to some degree anyway, the entire Hollywood scene, or just the movie scene across the world, would be in a much, much better place. We would not have to be producing sequels every 5 minutes. Flow gets a 10 out of 10 from me for its strong characters, stunning scenery and animation, and an authentic vibe you can't find anywhere else right now.